Hello, coin collectors out there. It's Dylan from the Big D Coins channel. And instead of sharing with you some coin videos today, I've got some paper money to share with you. But I figure if you're into coin, you'll probably find these pretty cool as well. So I'm going to share with you some silver certificates, some Federal Reserve notes, some $2 bills with red seals on them, some star notes. So each of these kind of bills that I'm going to share with you, we're going to get into the specifics of the bill and what makes them unique. So this one we have here, do you guys notice anything different about this than what you would normally see in circulation? Well, if you look at the very top, you see there's in small lettering, you see this certifies that there is on deposit in the Treasury of United States of America. Then at the bottom, $5 in silver payable to the bearer on demand. So this is what's known as a silver certificate. And these were made prior to 1968. So this one right here is a 1953 series. And this differs from your normal bill, which I'm going to show you right here to give you some comparison. See, this one just says United States of America $5. So there's actually quite a big difference there because this silver certificate indicates a measurement. The modern Federal Reserve notes do not tell you what the dollar is actually worth. So this one right here says this paper dollar can be exchanged for silver. The other ones just say this is a paper dollar. So that really gets kind of the end the Fed kind of silver bugs, silver hoarders kind of going, because they think that the currency might not be worth as much of it as it really is, because you can't exchange current bills for anything physical. So that's what makes this bill special. Some other stuff about the silver certificates. So they used to be a lot more common until March of 1964. Now, in March of 1964, the United States government started saying that they would not exchange these for silver coins anymore. Instead, they switched from coins to uncoined silver granules. I imagine, I'm not sure exactly what a granule is, but I imagine it's some type of, like a tube of gold or some type of like gold that's just in chunks or melted or something, but it's not coins. And then all redemption for silver ceased on June 24th, 1968. So after June 24th, 1968, you can no longer exchange silver certificates for granulars or any silver object, which is rather unfortunate. So this bill right here is dated 1953. So in 1953, that doesn't necessarily, let me specify, the series at the bottom is listed as 1953. So that doesn't necessarily indicate the date it was made. It just indicates what series it was part of. So in 1953, there was a 1953 and 1953 C series. Now this one right here is the 1953. If you look at, I don't have a series C for the $5 bill, but this is the $1 bill, and you can see this is the 1935 series D. So that letter after the series will tell you if it's a series C or just a regular 1953 series. So in 1953, there were, for the 1953 series, there were actually some silver certificates that were made in 53, as well as some other years as well. So the signature right here is Priest and Humphrey. I believe that's what it exchanges to. So this is Humphrey right here, the Secretary of Treasury, and then if you slide it to this side right here, the Treasurer of the United States, that's where you see the priest. Priest is his last name. I imagine he wasn't actually a priest, because he was working as the treasurer, probably into banking. So this is a $5 silver certificate. I've also got another cool silver certificate to share with you here. This is a $1 silver certificate. Now I've got it in the holding, so you might see a little bit of a glare, but I think you can still see it. I'll adjust the lighting here. This one's in much better condition, so I want to leave it in the dollar bill holder. So if we zoom in, we can see that this is a 1935D $1 silver certificate. So you look at the bottom, $1 in silver payable to the bearer on demand. Now you can see, I forgot to mention this earlier, but the difference between the silver Federal Reserve silver certificates and the Federal Reserve notes is identifiable also by the color of the seal. So these have a blue seal on them right there. The Federal Reserve notes have a green seal. Now this is a really low star note, but we're going to wait to talk about that in a later part of this video. So there's a little sneak preview for you there. That's a star note that starts with 3 zeros, so pretty special. So this is, let's finish up this silver note here. This is the 1935 silver note $1 bill. So 1935, there you have it. This is in great shape. The seal's in blue, as well as the lettering right there, which is the number of the bill. You can see it's got the treasurer on the left side here, and the Secretary of Treasury signature right there. I'm not going to get into whose actual signature that is, because you probably find it less interesting. So, some other cool stuff to share with you before we get into the star notes. We've got this cool $2 bill that has a red seal on it. So this is the 1928 G series, and it's cool because the 1928 G series has the seal on the left side of the bill, and it's also in red. So the $2 bill has a red seal for 3 years for 1928, 1953, and 1963. So this is 1928, so the red seal is on the left side of the bill. Here is one, which is a 1953 series, and as I said earlier, the red seal is on the right side of the bill. So that's pretty neat. And the red really jumps out at you, especially when you're used to seeing the green or the kind of the dark blue that I was showing you earlier. This red is a pretty cool sight to see. So the next item I have to feature on this video is the star note. So this is a 1995 $5 bill right here. It's a Federal Reserve note. It is not a silver certificate. And this star note is in great condition, and it's also got a very low number to it. So the lower the number for a star note, the more valuable it's going to be. So this star note starts with 3 zeros. It starts with 000 43318. So that's a very low star note, and that's going to increase the value of it. So I was looking up on, there's a site called mycurrencycollection.com, and if you Google star note lookup, it will kind of explain to you how rare your star note actually is. So I looked up this star note, and maybe someone can correct me on how to use the website, but it doesn't look like it's actually that rare, because this had a very high run series. There was 1.9 million of these made in this run series, and there were 3.8 million. There were 2 run series. There were 3.8 million total produced. But I think this one right here is still darn valuable to me, since it's in great shape, and I'm sure it could sell on eBay for a multiple of its face value. I've got some other star notes to share with you. These ones are just ones that have been plucked out of circulation, so they're not in as good of shape as this $5 star note right there. We have for you, I'm just going to flip through them, and you can take a look at the number at the top, and you can see that they're star notes. So this is a $1 1993 series. 1963 series. This one's in rough shape. It looks like someone spilled coffee all over this dollar bill, but it's a cool star note starting in 0. 1963 A series. Here's another one starting in 0. This is the 1995 series again. Another star note starting in 0, also a 1995 series. One more star note from the 1993 series, so 2 years earlier. This one, whoa, this one is in rough shape. Very worn out. So you can still pluck these out of circulation. So if you're looking through your change, if you happen to work as a teller somewhere, check out for star notes. So here are the other ones that we went through. I'll wrap up the video and kind of bring into the picture all the ones that we looked at. There's the $1 silver certificate. Here is the $5 silver certificate, the $5 star note, and the $2 bills with red seals on them. So I'll conclude this video as I normally do. If you are into coin collecting, collecting paper money, or kind of anything of that nature, I think you'll really enjoy my YouTube channel. Check it out. I've got some other videos about paper bills, as well as most of my videos are coins, both United States coins and foreign coins. So please do check it out, and have a great day, everyone. Take care.